Hi, you're welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. If you're just watching for the first time, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you've been watching since and you don't want to subscribe, please, now what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so that whenever I post new content, you will get it. And for my returning subscribers, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful to you. God bless you all. So today is on real life issues. I'm casual, so it's on real life issues. And today's story is something else. I mean, have you experienced childlessness in your marriage? If you've not, you really don't know what God did for you. You don't know the wonderful thing God did for you. You know, it is better to be imagined than experienced. What childless people go through in marriage is better imagined than experienced. So today's zone is about a lady who suffered childlessness for 20 years of her marriage. 20 years of her marriage. In fact, I told her I shouldn't be the one telling this story. Make a video, because she doesn't stay here with me. Make a video and send it down so people can hear directly from you. She said no, that the important thing is for people to hear her story and get inspired. They don't need to, that those that need to know her already know her, you know, but she needs the world to be inspired by her story. So I have to say that story myself. I've read the story up so many times, you know, so that I will be, you know, I'll be inundated with it. Yeah. So there's nothing God cannot do. You only need patience and faith. So before then, let's get started. Welcome back. So those books you saw, they are my books. Yeah, and they are for, if you need any copy of them, you can go to my description box so you can get the link to be able to get them. You'll enjoy them. So let's get back to this lady's story. Yeah, I'm allowed to call her first name. That's her real name. I'm allowed to call her first name Happiness. Mrs. Happiness. Now, according to her story, because I read that story many times, it's really a very long story. Yeah, but I'll summarize it. Yeah, so that you not get bored listening to it. So according to her, she got married when she was 8. In fact, she met her husband when she was 18 years old, in her second year in the campus. The man was ready to marry. Then the husband was a youth corper and he was ready to marry her immediately. But the dad said he wanted to be the person that would finish paying his daughter's education. That he wanted to be the person that would sponsor his daughter fully, so that nobody will come tomorrow and say that it's him that sponsored his daughter. So in fact, it was really a tough argument between my husband and my fiancé then and my father. My fiancé wanted, because he's from a wealthy home, he wanted to get married immediately so that he would start, he will complete everything. And my dad said no. In fact, finally my dad gave him a condition that either he gives in to my dad, or he doesn't even do anything again. no introduction, nothing to show that I'm now his that the lady is now his property. You know, sorry when I use personal, I'm talking about the lady, not myself, please. So and he didn't want to lose on both ends. So he finally agreed to my dad's proposal, and the dad to her dad's proposal, and the dad continued and finished. But so the only thing they did then was introduction. The family came to introduce and you know to get to know my the lady's family, and then the introduction was done, and the marriage at least she now became his, but the dad still finished the sponsoring her in the campus. And when she graduated, she was posted for her youth service. She was posted to Jos for her youth service. The husband worked for it, and she was brought back to Rivers State because they are staying in Port Harcourt. So, and they made after she finished. She completed her education, university education. They got married. They wedded, you know, and the husband was really, really in love with her. In fact, she was loved by every member of the family, not just the husband. You know, her mother-in-law was, was the second mother to her. The only difference between her and her mother was that she didn't give birth to her, but she showed her love. She was staying with them in the, you know, they have a house in Lagos and they have in Port Harcourt. Like I said, she said they are from a very rich family, the husband. They have a house in Lagos, they have a family house in Port Harcourt. They are from Rivers State, not the house in the village. Of course, they have a house in the village, but they also have in town, you know, the family house, large house. That's where she was staying with the husband. The husband is the first issue. And the parents were staying in Lagos. That the husband's parents were staying in Lagos, while the mother used to come down once in a while. So she was there with the siblings, the husband's siblings. You know, there are 5 in their family, 3 boys and 2 girls. So it was like heaven on earth for her after the marriage. There was so much love, you know. And then she was working. She was transferred to River State. She got a job at a computer firm, Lapo Computers, and she was working. She did read English language in the campus, so she was working there, you know, as the receptionist. And you know, after that, she got a job in another firm, you know, as a PA. So she was doing well, you know, she was earning well, and the husband opened a car business, you know, after his youth service. He opened a car business where they bought automobiles from outside the country and he sells the car. They was doing well. In fact, they didn't lack money. Financially, they were very well to do, you know. But the first year passed, second year passed, third year passed. Tongue started wagging, you know. People started asking questions. You know, the mother-in-law called her on one of her visits to ask her what was happening. You know, what was happening? Were they not meeting? What have they visited hospitals? What was happening? What was wrong? You know, she didn't know what to say. She and her husband would visit the hospital, and the doctors would tell them that they were both okay. They had no medical issue. So what was the problem? You know, gradually the mother-in-law's attitude started changing. It started changing. At a time when she would come around, she would tell her to stop cooking her food, that she would cook, and she would cook. The mother-in-law would be the one cooking. The siblings are there. The mother-in-law will be the one cooking instead of her cooking food. Even for her husband, the mother-in-law will be the one cooking. At a time, the mother-in-law told her to start cooking her own food, that she will not be cooking her food for her. That was when the husband stepped in and said, if the lady had to, if his wife had to start cooking her own food, that means he would stop eating the one the mother cooked and start eating with the wife, you know. So, and there was a problem about it, you know, and finally a mother-in-law gave in, and then and they continued the cooking, and the wife was eating from and the one she cooked, and many other issues. In fact, there was direct hatred, you know, direct hatred from the mother-in-law, someone that loved her so much before, all of a sudden, you know. Sometimes she will come there. Well, we're well educated, the well-educated family, you know. So, and then so it's not a question of the mother-in-law maybe coming with herbs or something like that, you know. Once the mother-in-law herself took her to the hospital to hear from the doctor directly what was wrong. She was told that they were okay. There was nothing wrong with her and medically. So what was the problem now? The time they said she was under a course, you know. At the time they said that in fact when the husband still refused to maltreat her, they said saying that she charmed the husband and probably she put him in a bottle. In fact, the thing became too much. The siblings and later joined their mother in maltreating her. You know, they would, in fact, she used to dread coming back to that house alone. You know, when she finishes, she would go and wait for her husband. Then both of them will come home because the husband in everything supported her full time. You know, he met a virgin, according to her. So he knew there was nothing. She was a virtuous somebody. You know, so whatever was happening, the husband just kept telling her, let them trust in God, that one day God will hear them. You know, but the family made life very miserable for her. You know, in the absence of the husband, they would insult her. You know, they would treat her with contempt. People that loved her so much before. In fact, if you come to watch the TV, they will tell her not to watch. She's watching the TV. A time, the last born, a girl, she herself was watching the telly. The girl just came and put off the telly. Why did you put it off now? You can say I'm watching the telly, she asked. The girl told her, is it telly you came to this house to watch? You want to give us a child? Give me a niece or a nephew. Give my mother give my parents grandchildren. You didn't come to this house to watch TV. That was just part of what she saw. And many other. Hi. Publishing on Amazon is one of the best things to happen to you as an author. Number one, you publish your book without spending a dime, and you earn without having to stress yourself. Amazon does the work for you. Your only job is to publish. Put down your details and Amazon takes it up. Do you want to learn how this is done? You want to learn how this is done? It's an easy process. It's in an almost free way. I will not tell you free way because of course I'll charge you a little. I will charge you for spending my time and effort. But then you get much more than you're going to spend. Just press those numbers on top, send me a DM, and we start immediately. Your plug is here. See you. And many other terrible experiences. The straw that broke the camel's back was when that last born, a girl, fought her. She actually fought her. A little girl, she's older than, fought her. In fact, of course she understood it was because the mother was supporting everything. So the mother was encouraging it. So the little girl that used to worship her, that used to worship her, all of a sudden started disrespecting her. At the extent of having to fight her. He just told her, you're a girl, you don't know what you'll experience in your husband's house when you reach. You're a girl, you're a woman like me. You don't know what you will experience in your husband's house when you reach. Just pray you don't experience childlessness, you know. So that fight was what actually caused the fight. Wasn't even anything that should really cause a fight. The girl finished eating, the last one finished eating her food and then left the plate like that on the dining table. So this lady, her Happiness, came around and saw the plate and called her and told her, it's not fair now. It's not, I don't want to call names so that people might not start guessing who it is. It's not fair for you to do this. You know, we don't really have any help here, you know, that stays with us. They only come and go. And today is not the day of the day for any of them to come. Why did you leave this place here? Why don't you just take it? Your behavior has really changed. Why don't you just take it and go to the kitchen and wash up your plate? That was it. Because it used to be the normal thing. They have people that come in to help, but they don't live inside they don't live in the house with them. They come on specific days, and on the days they don't come, they themselves take care of themselves. If you eat, you wash your plate so that the house will be clean, you know. So about this Happiness, about this particular last born had grown, that is, she had lost it, you know. She just wanted to tempt Happiness that day. So she told Happiness, you have the guts to tell me to go and wash plates. What are you in this house for? What are you in this house for? You're not a wife, you're not a mother. I don't know what you are here for. You know, I left that plate for you to go and wash. Happiness could not believe her. Yes. You left the plate for me to go and wash. So she told her that she will give her 1 hour. If she doesn't wash that plate in 1 hour's time, if she doesn't remove that plate to go to the sink and wash in 1 hour's time, that she will not like what she will say. So the girl just damned her and continued. The girl tempted her in 1 hour's time when Happiness came out, but she went back to her room. When she came out from her room, one of the plate was still there. So she went to the girls, and the girl was at the parlor watching TV. She went to the girl and she went and put off that television and told her to go and carry her plate and wash. Can you imagine what the girl did? The girl stood up, walked up to her and gave her a slap. How dare you put off the TV when I'm watching it? Who are you? What right do you have to put off the TV when I'm watching it? Can you imagine? Happiness slapped her back and the fight ensued. So that was when the husband decided that they will not continue staying in that house because the maltreatment was too much for his wife. You know, she was going through a lot, and all our people advised him to marry another person. He said no. He stuck to his wife. He defended her in any possible means, much to the annoyance of everybody. You know, at a time, even the mother threatened to disown him if he doesn't get another woman to give him a child. I told you the story is long. I'm not with my phone, so I'm just saying it as I remember reading it. And well, I'll continue. If we stop for now, I will continue next video. I'll continue the story next video. You know, just stay tuned. You will like how the story ended, and you will believe that God, do not joke with God. Do not joke with God. Have faith in God, trust in God, and God will surely hear you and answer you at the right time. So thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, please. If you're just starting for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Frances Onaku's channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, you know, and so that I get new. So anytime I post, you will be able to get. So till we see next time, thank you so much, and do have a great day. Bye.